virtual performance lane for Farm of 2026. It's January already. I hope everybody is staying warm and safe. My name is Kristen Lee. I am a Farm board member, and I usually have the honor of introducing tonight's host, but tonight I have the honor of being tonight's host. So I'm going to jump right into it and introduce our first performer, and her name is Claudia Gibson. Claudia Gibson's style reflects her musical past: folk, rock, classical, R&B, and Celtic. Her recent album, The Fields of Chazy, was called a heady mixture that conjures the ghosts of John Steinbeck and Townes Van Zandt. Claudia was a Kerrville New Folk finalist and won the Woody Guthrie Songwriting Contest. Welcome, Claudia.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks for having me. I'm going to actually play two new songs tonight. And so if you see me glancing over, they're really new. I just finished them. And I'm coming to you from Austin, Texas tonight. This first one is called Indelible. My compass north tonight, passing towns and faded signs. Familiar road there on the right, crumbling house I recognize. Silent witness for our shared history. Here I am now, left with half a story. You are always here with me, like a tattoo of a memory. And your imprint, it never leaves, indelible it seems. There's no key on a chain, seems a lifetime since I used it. A crooked door, a weathered frame, is your ghost still walking through it? A rusty key for a lock long since changed. Throw it away, but I'm left with the remains. And they're always here with me, like a touchstone to a memory. And that imprint, it never leaves, indelible it seems. Hear me now, are you close or far away? I still feel you somehow. Found some verses on a page, it's been decades since you scrawled them. Familiar loops and funny phrases in the notebook you would draw in. I saw a vision of our life through your eyes. It echoed from the past with a voice I recognize. Yes, you are always here with me, like a tattoo of memory. And your imprint, it never leaves, indelible it seems. Indelible it seems.
I forgot to tell you, you can unmute and clap. Just make sure you mute again.
Oh, I thought you were saying you forgot to tell me something important.
Oh, no,
you
you're
were
great.
muted for that whole performance.
No, it was perfect.
So this song I just finished, like yesterday. There was one word that was bothering me. You know how it is. When you're a songwriter, sometimes you have a song and you think, well, it's pretty much done. And if you play it out and there's still like a word or a phrase or something that's bothering you, you kind of think maybe no one will notice. And then if you play it for someone who really knows, they might say, you know, that one little part. So anyway, that's pretty subjective. I think I'm going to finger pick this one so it won't be too loud. This one is called Home, and I'm in a songwriting group, and we had a prompt for this one, which was the word fragile, which is not really about the song. So anyway, it's called Home. We may wander, we may stray, get lost and ramble, drift far away. But like a circle needs to close, we seek familiar, go back. Life can be ruthless and love unkind. You might feel fragile in heart and mind. That's when that yearning will start to grow, to see familiar, to go back. Home is a vision, like a place I've always known. It is comfort, it is ease and understanding. Home is salvation, and it's where I rest my bones. It's a place where I can breathe, it's my soft landing. Feel you're different without a voice. Still you have family by blood or by choice. Those true companions you meet and you know, these are your people and you are. Home is belonging, it's a feeling in your soul. It is laughter, it is love and understanding. Home heals your body, makes you reconciled and whole. It's the ones who take you in and keep you standing. You may wander, you may stray, or lose your vision, drift far away. But you are a circle who needs to close. You need familiar to go back home. You need familiar to go back home.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia. That was lovely. All right, next up we have Chris Farrell. And I need to be able to see this on my screen. Chris is a veteran of... My screen shifted on me. There we go. Chris is a veteran of Chicago's Earl of Old Town singer-songwriter scene, dating back to the days of John Prine and Steve Goodman. He also spent over 40 years as a faculty member at the Old Town School of Folk Music, presenting finely crafted songs with solid finger-picking, beautiful melodies, and rich vocals. He easily flows from ballads to satire, from humor to social commentary, while always finding room for the sweet lyrics, sweet tunes you'll hum on the way home. Take it away, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. Sounded great, Claudia. And thank you so much, everybody. Recently, in recent years, I reached the age where I arrogantly thought, been there, done that. I've seen it all. What could possibly shake me up now? Well, we did have a few interesting years, so my worldview has changed. How did things get this crazy? The whole new normal is nothing but nuts. When did brains get so lazy and common sense get away from us? I thought I lost it long ago. This one's new to me. 'Cause crazy ain't what it used to be. For every whacked out, cracked idea that smacked me in the face, I stood my ground to stare it down and put it in its place. Now every time I think it might be safe to turn my back, a brand new kind of crazy comes screaming down the track. Oh, how did things get this crazy? The whole new normal is nothing but nuts. When did brains get so lazy and common sense get away from us? I thought I lost it long ago. This one's new to me. 'Cause crazy ain't what it used to be. Stupid is as stupid does, but what the hell is that? Landing in a sucker punch that knocked me cold and flat. What happened to the good old days when crazy ran amok? But at least you saw it coming and you had a chance to duck. But now that it's all gone bonkers, now that the belfry's full of bats, now that the wigs are flipping, hell's hand baskets here at last. Oh hey, did I mention? Oh say, can you see that crazy ain't what it used to be? But I'll just stay bewildered and befuddled and perplexed, flummoxed and kerfuffled to see what happens next. The comfort of confusion always helps me keep my wits, 'cause when this all makes sense to me, that's when I'll call it quits. Oh, how did things get this crazy? The whole new normal is nothing but nuts. When did dumb get so lazy and something worse get the best of us? I know I lost it long ago, so this one ain't on me. 'Cause crazy ain't what it used to be. Thank you.
Nice.
Right. And, then recently I was thinking about how often we flip a coin to decide something. And yeah, that's it. You flip it, you toss it, and it's going to be heads or tails. But there's a third side to a coin if you hold it closer and look and pay attention. heads I win, tails you lose. We've heard so many times when someone flips the nickels, the quarters and the dimes. As coins are cast, as coins are tossed from someone else's hand, the odds are stacked against you, no matter how they land. But there's a wider measure in the thin and slimmest place. If you're close enough to see it, right there staring in your face. A ring that runs forever, an edge that never hides. Every coin has three sides. So we're told, so we're taught, to choose the black or white, even when we know so well that neither one feels right. But shades between and shades beyond, still lost among the doubt, will find their place to shine in the colors that come out. And those who try to tell you that it's either this or that are frozen on the spot of something cold and lying flat. But I've seen the fire burning in those who don't comply. Every coin tells me why. And who shall judge another? Who shall dare to call the shot? Tell you where the fight is fought, or to be who you are not, and what picture to present. That's not how the coin is spent. Here or there, left or right, half and half, day or night. So much goes unnoticed, unspoken and unseen. A broken rule, an open book, a softer touch, a closer look, are calling to cross over to the beauty in between. Now there's something in my pocket that I carry everywhere. I touch it when I need it, to remind me and to share the light that I have gathered and the truth that it provides. Every coin has three sides. Every coin, every coin.
Right.
Hey, thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Very good to have smiles and chuckles right now. Very appreciated. Okay, let me see here. I need to change gears again. I have about 5,000 windows open, and it looks like we have a couple minutes here too. Chris, where are you playing next?
Let's see. I'll be at Hickory Ridge Concerts. Our friend Chris Valilio sets that up, and I actually booked it at the farm convention. So that's
Excellent.
great. And I'll be up at, and that's in downstate Illinois. And I'll be up at Wild Hog in the Woods up in Madison. That's in the spring. So I'm looking forward
Excellent.
to those great rooms. So
Wonderful.
spread the
Safe
word
travels.
Yeah.
Okay, the next performer looks like it's the High Crest. And I have very brief words to say, because again, this is all that's in front of me. It says folk and roll for the folk and soul, which I love. If you want to elaborate a little bit on that, you're welcome to, and take it away.
Oh, I guess we like folk, and I'm just like, I used to be in a rock and roll band. I guess I am again as well. I just can't get away from that. But
we can get a little fired up.
we do get going a
that's
little
where
bit
the roll
sometimes. We'll try to
happens.
keep it under control. So anyway, we're gonna do a couple songs off of our upcoming album that we've recorded. So this one's called Tip Jar Dollars. 1, 2. Guitar spoiled, left alone too long. Dark thoughts boil, lest they become song. Steel bronze and rosewood bowl, blistered, callous, and notes to cold. There's no big break, no matter who you know. It's not how big you can make it, it's how long you can go. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline for spitting, hollering, stomping, and screaming. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline, just like always, no guarantees. Some call it paying dues, some say it's doing time. The punishment doesn't always fit the crime. So stand before the toughest judge of all. Your time is short and the order is tall. He'll never right the wrong, so just write another line. If it wasn't for them songs, you never made 29. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline for spitting, hollering, stomping, and screaming. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline, just like always, no guarantee. Worn out clothes, but to me they're new. $2 shoes and the 2-bit blues, ripping off riffs and cutting to the quick, hoping for a grip of anything that sticks. Nobody I knew ever left the line. I never changed my view till I took a drive. And tip jar dollars cover gasoline for spitting, hollering, stomping, and screaming. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline, just like always, no guarantees. Just like always, no guarantees.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You can all relate to that one, I'm sure.
That is the life.
make sure you get paid somehow, right?
So we moved up here to Minnesota about a year ago now. It's been a little over a year. And, giant changes like this were extremely difficult to do with a family in tow and just never really relocated like that before. And it's been quite a tumultuous, is that the word? A couple of years. And so sometimes writing songs through that, and it really, it was kind of an emotional hurdle, this last song, and I think it was really just reflective of trying to keep playing music and trying to keep doing what we love to do. One thing I was really excited about tonight was getting to hear everybody's music and just getting to play some songs together. For my heart and my soul, we are south of the metropolis here in Minneapolis, and there's not any doubt that we don't think we're doing enough. But this is what we have done our whole lives, and so as long as we can tune into what makes us beneficial in this time is what we need to do. So that's why we're popping this up and trying to motivate ourselves to live stream as well and to keep people posted on what is happening up here. And obviously is not unknown what's happened the last couple of weeks. So this song is, so obviously our sticker here, we want ice out of Minnesota and out of our cities. And this has nothing to do with that. This is actually a very personal song. But what I think we all need to do in this moment, and what I'm trying to do, is to make sure that my voice inside of myself is strong enough personally. And sometimes that's just remembering what you're showing up for, even within yourself. Okay. Whew. Better get the words out here just in case I need a prompt. Okay. Another day to say I love you. Another way is to be here with you. I've been dreaming about you, and how to help your dreams come true. It's been harder than I ever knew. What's been going on inside of you? Another day to say I love you. Another way is to be here with you as long as I can be. I will be by your side when you need me. If it is changing, you have to do. Trust your heart to be true. Another day to say I love you. Another way is to be here with you when you are afraid, and it is hard to believe. Rise up, you will see that what once was can no longer be. Remember, you are say I love you. Another way is to be here with you. I've been dreaming about you and how to help your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much. That was beautiful.
Thank you for listening.
Okay, I'm going to keep us moving here. Next up, we've got Jon Torrence. Jon is a musician based out of Adrian, Michigan. Story, dynamic energy, and improvisation are all crucial elements of his performances. He grew up surrounded by music, and his own songs blend elements of folk, hip-hop, rock, and R&B. Jon, take it away.
Hey, thanks for having me. This has been awesome. Man, I absolutely love original music and just hearing people's hearts, and so being able to participate and listen, and it's a blessing. I'm grateful for it. This first song is a song called Whole, as incomplete. Every morning when I wake up, take another look around at all the life around me. There's reasons to lament, reasons to repent, reasons to put in or hold back your 2 cents, yeah. But we'll never be that perfect soul. If you think you are, then you're full of holes. And I am holy me and you are holy you, and we are holy we in our holy shoes. Ba da 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 da. In our brokenness, we find a beauty that is so truly human. We can relate, we can debate, we can make a statement that we are better, but we're all less than credible. We'll never be that perfect soul. If you think you are, then you're full of holes. And we are holy me and you are holy you, and we are holy we in our holy shoes. Da ba da 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 da. Would we change if we could? Would that change anything at all? We're all stained under the hood. We're in transition looking for a cleaner vision. Would we change if we could? Would that change anything at all? We're bloodstained under the hood. We're in transition looking for a clearer vision. No, no, looking for a cleaner. Da-dum, dee-dum. Thank you. Thank you. There is so much. I was thinking of what other song I wanted to share with you all, and at the last minute I was like, I think I'm just gonna do this new one. I wrote this one last night, and it carries a bunch of. I love stories. I love stories. That's how I grew up, hearing stories from my dad, different things that he would tell me, reading me books, and all of that, and it influenced my songwriting. And when I think of history, when I think of how everything is all put together, it makes me see myself in a little bit of a different light. So this is a song. It's untitled. It might be called "Beg Your Pardon" or just "Beg," but I don't know. I'm gonna give it a whirl right here because I love the vulnerability that everybody has been coming forth with, and want to honor that. Side note: I recently got a tattoo. This guy right here. Probably can't see it. Oh yeah, there we go. It's an anatomically correct heart.
Nice.
And the reason for that is the adage of wearing your heart on your sleeve and being authentic and vulnerable, but also there's so much strength that's held within that. And I want to remind myself to just keep being real. So I hope I don't screw this up. There's a song called Beg. You be the martyr and I'll be the heel. You'll bleed in the garden, find me in the field, where the roses that withered were all sacrosanct, 'cause I led with a kiss and went down to the bank. I'm begging your pardon, I was one of the few. Didn't know what I started, no one told me the rules. We'll go to the theater, the laughter was heard, and I broke my leg, but I still spoke the words. And I'll ride till I'm weary, a pitiful host. You'll find me stranded as the room fills with smoke. And I'm begging your pardon, I was one of the fools. Didn't know what I started, no one told me the rules. We all said we'd do it, we were one and the same. We saw the storm brooding and it knew me by name. But you were my brother, the veil was so thin, and I had uncovered the beast in the den. So I'm begging your pardon, I was just like you. I wasn't there when it started, but it rattled the pews. I was hoping you saw me, you thought I was just like you. And I was there when it started, I was writing the rules, I was writing the
Yeah,
Thank you.
very cool.
Thanks so much, John. That was wonderful.
Thank
That
you
was
for
my
letting me
first
share.
time getting to hear you. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Okay, now I need to scroll up on my sheet a little bit, moving right along. Okay, next up is Brant Miller. Brant is an 8-time winner or finalist in the Chris Austin Songwriting Contest and finalist in the 2021 Renaissance Artist and Writers Association Songs for Social Change Contest and 2022 International Acoustic Music Awards Contest. And his 2020 release, Roots, Rhymes, and Branches, reached number 14 on the folk music chart. Welcome, Brant. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Kristen. But what have I done lately? I guess that's the question. No, but it's great everyone being here. And I noticed that a dear friend of mine, Martin Daniels, is on here, who lives in Minneapolis. And I know he and his wife Beth are going through some real hard times with everyone else there. And
I want to dedicate this song to him and Beth and to everyone in Minnesota and indeed the whole country who is having to deal with what's going on, who's working to resist, and we will overcome. Days I wake up ill at ease. It's hard to just get going. It hurts my heart, it breaks my mind, it pains my soul just knowing. So many are infected, and it just seems to be spreading. I don't see a future in the place we're all headed. This won't be like COVID, gone before we know it. It's a hate and fear pandemic, and it's up to us to end it. There's no vaccination that's gonna cure our nation. We better all join to oppose it, 'cause this won't be like COVID. Always been here, lurking in the shadows, but it crept up in the fading light of our laws and values. And now it's coursing through the veins of friends and institutions. Do we have the will to fight this? Do we have the Constitution? This won't be like COVID, gone before we know it. It's a hate and fear pandemic, and it's up to us to end it. There's no vaccination that's gonna cure our nation. We better all join to oppose it, 'cause this won't be like COVID. That virus was a terrible thing. We lost friends and we lost family. This is like some flesh-eating disease, destroying lives and sweet democracy. This won't be like COVID, gone before we know it. It's a hate and fear pandemic, and it's up to us to end it. There's no vaccination that's gonna cure our nation. We better all join to oppose it, 'cause this won't be like COVID. We better damn well all oppose it, 'cause this won't be like COVID.
Give them hell,
Thank you.
Brant. Give them hell.
Yeah, I know it's not one of my more uplifting songs, but yeah, I guess it's how I was feeling. But anyway, so speaking of that, there's these days, you know, you can't just all be reading the newspaper and you know, going to marches and everything. You got to get away from it all sometimes. And whoa, now that's pretty extreme. How's that happen anyway? So anyway, this song's gonna be on my upcoming album this year, and it's kind of like I'm gonna get away from it all right now. I hope you'll come along with me for the ride. have flown like flocks of geese, fleeing winter's freeze. And I just want to break loose for a while. Stick my thumb out till I'm picked up by a summer breeze. I'll leave these troubles riding on a big old smile. My wild oats are sown, but a wild dream has grown. Need to be out on the road again. I'll pack these weary bones on a highway I never rode, to find some peace before my journey ends. I'll find the magic cove somewhere so far off the grid, and I'll forget just what this world has come to. There I'll meet some kindred souls to watch the sunrise with. I won't count the sunsets, I'll just love them too. My wild oats are sown, but a wild dream has grown. For me to be out on the road again. I'll pack these weary bones on a highway I never rode, to find some peace before my journey ends. I won't care where that pathway goes, just as long as it takes me there real slow. Pack these weary bones on a highway I've never rode, to find some peace before my journey ends. I'll find some peace before my journey ends.
Yeah.
Thanks, folks. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Brant, very much. That was great. I've got a quick minute, so while I do, I'm just going to make a quick announcement on behalf of Farm. We're bringing back our virtual mentor sessions, and we have some great mentors lined up on February 10th, and there should be an email coming out soon with more information, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Brant, where are you going to be playing next?
Don't have any imminent plans. We're trying to get some gigs around here. Got my new album coming out soon, and when that comes out in a couple of months, hope to get out more and do some little bit of touring. And of course, every folk alliance, a lot of farm and surfa stuff, and we're doing a folk Nashville connection show every couple of months now that we're putting together to feature different folk artists. So
That's great.
that's what we're doing.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Eric Sylvester. And Annie, you said you have a bio for him? Because I don't.
No, Eric was kind enough to fill in for Colin O'Brien, who was scheduled to perform, but Colin, being in Nashville, is in the thick of the power outages and was not able to perform tonight. So maybe Eric can take 30 seconds and tell us a little bit about himself. He's no stranger to our Performance Lane party. So, yeah, thanks.
Alrighty. Well, my connection with the Midwest is that I was born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. But I'm coming to you tonight from San Francisco, which is now my home. And my wife and I live in the Presidio, which is the former Army base close to the Golden Gate Bridge. And so I've been a singer and guitarist, and lately I've been playing more ukulele since, I'd say a freshman year in high school is when I really got bit by the bug. That's when my older brother, 4 years older than me, and some friends of his created the Queen City Balladeers in our family living room. The Queen City Balladeers is Cincinnati's folk music club, which still exists to this day. And so that's part of my history. I could go on for too long. And tonight I chose to give you a song that may be famous to you. You might have heard this before. A song written by Woody Guthrie back in 1948, which is the year of my birth, in fact. And it's a song that tells the story of the plane crash in 1948 that, in fact, it occurred January 28th, so this is kind of the anniversary of this tragic event. A plane crashed, killing 28 Mexican farm workers and 4 crew. And so Woody Guthrie wrote a song to, and I see you, yes, Dan and Faith wrote, we've played at the Queen City Balladeer several times. Yes, I've played there many times too over the years. And so here is the song that's called Deportee by Woody Guthrie. Crops are all in, and the peaches are rotting. The oranges all packed in their creosote dumps. You're flying them back to the Mexican border to spend all their money to wade back again. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportee. Some of us are illegal and others not wanted. Our work contract's out and we got to move on. 600 miles to that Mexican border. They chase us like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. Well, the sky plane caught fire over Los Cados Canyon. Fireball of lightning that shook all our hills. Who are all these friends who are scattered like dry leaves? The radio said they were just deportees. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportee. My father's own father, he waded that river, and they took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters come working the fruit trees. They rode the truck till they took down and died. We died in your hills, we died in your deserts, we died in your valleys, and died on your plains. We died neath your trees, and we died in your bushes. Both sides of the river, we died just the same. So goodbye to my Juan, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have have a name when you ride the big airplane. And all they will call you will be deportee.
Yeah, that's a great
Yes,
one.
yes. Thank you.
You got another song?
Yeah, I do.
Another short one?
Sure, yeah. I can give you a short one. I'm just gonna switch to my ukulele. Which is right here. And some of you might remember that I lead a band here called, we call it Hot Steel and Cool Ukulele. Hot steel refers to the steel guitar played Hawaiian style, and I play the cool ukulele and sing the songs. Or in Hawaiian, it really is pronounced ukulele. And so me and my band have made a couple of CDs full of old Hapahale Hawaiian songs, which are mainly in English, but they usually include a few Hawaiian words. And this is maybe one of the most famous of the Hapahale songs from 1933. That was when Prohibition ended. But this is the one that's called My Little Grass Shack. And a few of the Hawaiian words in it are kanes and wahinis. Kanes are men, and wahinis are women. And there's a phrase in it that goes like this. You'll hear it, komo mai no kaua I kahale vela kahau. And a literal translation of that into English is, let's you and I go into the house while the time is right. And I think that's kind of a vague reference, the time is right for what? Maybe taking a nap together. And and then there's a long Hawaiian word at the end. The humu humu nuku nuku apua goes swimming by. And the standard joke about that is that's a very long name for a very small fish. So here's the song, My Little Grass Shack. I want to go back to my little grass shack in Kealakekua, Hawaii. I want to be with all the Connies and Wahinis that I used to know. So long ago, I can hear those ukuleles playing on the beach at Ho'onau. I can hear the old Hawaiian saying, E komo mai no kaua I kahale vela kahau. It won't be long till my ship will be sailing back to Kona. It's a grand old place that's always fair to see. You're telling me I'm just a real Hawaiian and a homesick island boy. I want to go back to my fish and poi. I want to go back to my little grass shack in Kealakekua, Hawaii, where the humu humu nuku nuku apua are swimming by. Where the humu humu nuku nuku apua are swimming by.
Yeah.
Oh, I needed
Funny
that.
little facts about that song. Way back when,
Love it.
most of you may be too young to remember this, but I remember watching the Mickey Mouse Club on television. And that song was sung on the Mickey Mouse Club TV show way back, I think it was in the 50s. It may have gone into the 60s too, but
I love that.
Yeah. And somebody wrote a parody of the song that was called, I want to go back to my black little shack back in Hackensack, New Jersey.
That's great. Thanks so much, Eric. We appreciate
You are
it.
welcome. Good fun to be with you.
Excellent. Next up is Sue, and because I value names being correct, Sue, I'm going to ask you to pronounce your last name for me so I don't get it wrong.
Oh, shoot, I was waiting to see what you'd said. Schnitzer, just like it
Schnitzer.
looks.
Excellent. I would have guessed correctly, but I was playing it safe. Sue plays originals, folk, a little of this, a little of that, with a goal of touching hearts in the process, which I love. Take it away, Sue.
All right, we'll stick with the ukulele theme. There's a song, I travel a lot. This is a song about Prescott, Arizona. I'll miss the fiery sunsets bright in the western sky, blazing orange reflections as day becomes night. I'll miss the mountain air cool on my skin, the bluest sky I've ever seen, and the creek flowing in spring. The place, the people, the feel of home, they'll be in my heart everywhere I go, and I know that anywhere can become home. I'll miss the sting of the wind as it pushes me around, cowboy hats on the guitar pickers who are playing all around town. All the things I'll miss will soon become memories. Over time they might fade, but they'll always be part of my story. The place, the people, the feel of home, they'll be in my heart everywhere I go, and I know that anywhere can become home. Part of me wants to stay, part of me says it's time to go, so I'll say goodbye, try not to cry, and I'll get in my car, and I'll go. Ooh, I'll go. The place, the people, the feel of home, they'll be in my heart everywhere I go, and I know that anywhere, yeah, anywhere can become home. Sorry, I was been moving all day and my throat's a little. I wasn't sure if I was going to play this one or not, but since we're talking topical stuff, this song is called Hope and Sing. It might be about current events. Every day, the news gets more and more overwhelming. More us versus them instead of united. We stand, the divide is growing. One side cries while the other laughs. Both sides talk, neither side listens. Ones who are losing are searching for ways to turn things around. The ones who are winning are looking for ways to rack up more points. Tempers rising, fuses getting shorter, and I'm hoping that we don't blow up. And so I promised myself that despite the darkness, I would write a hopeful song. I promised myself that I could find light and I could write a hopeful song. Winners and losers hold on to their beliefs like a crutch, afraid if they let go they'll fall down, not be able to get up. Deep in their forest they don't see the trees, desperately trying to tell them winter is coming. So I promised myself that despite the darkness, I would write a hopeful song. Yeah, I promised myself that I could find light and I would write a hopeful song. I promised myself I'd take the time to look around. I promised myself if I fell down, I'd get back up. And I promised myself that I'd keep looking for the bright side. And I promised myself I'd sing a hopeful song. And this is a hopeful song. I can hope, I can dream, and I can sing a hopeful song. Hopeful song.
Thank you, Sue. Amen, sister. We all need that right now, for sure. All right, same story. I'm going to ask our next guest to please pronounce her name for me so I don't butcher it. That way, those of you that remember what you hear will hear it right.
Thank you, Kristen. My name is Airene Espiritu, like asparagus, but not asparagus.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Welcome, Airene. It says, Irene's songs are a mix of stompin', swayin', timeless, and soulful Americana, reminiscent of front porch storytelling, of ghosts and the living, times of laughter and tears. Sounds awesome. Take it away.
Thank Thank you. I'm coming to you from Oakland, California. And I wrote this song in 2018. It was my song for that time. And I feel like more so than ever, this is my song for these times. I was born in the Philippines. I came here when I was 10 years old. And this is called Liberty's Love Song. And it's Liberty's love song for immigrants. So I haven't been able to sleep, worried that my home is falling apart, wall by wall. How do I write this song? How do I write this song? Backwards train returns, don't you know? Long white robes aren't pure when worn with a mask. They hurt, they won't let us in. How do I write this song? How do I write this song? How do I write this song? How do I rewrite this song? So come all the old and the young, the loud and the silent ones, wherever you're from. Everybody's got a story to bring. We all have our songs to sing. Come everyone. For the dreamers, the survivors, for righteous love. Oh, where do we begin? The boomers with their signs, they yell, "Goddamn, we got to do this all over again." Bring out the old songs, we've got to sing them old songs again. Sing out the old songs, we've got to sing them old songs again. So come all the old and the young, the loud and the silent ones, wherever you're from. Everybody's got a story to bring. We all have our songs to sing. Come everyone. For the dreamers, the survivors, for righteous love. I refuse, I refuse, I refuse, I refuse, oh, to let them undo this song of love for you. I refuse, I refuse, I refuse, I refuse, oh, let them undo this song of love for you. This song of love for you. This song of love for you.
Yeah.
All right, this next one is called Genuine. I just released the version that I wanted last fall, and so Genuine. Are you genuine? Are you trouble? Are you true? Do you trick your eyes to sparkle every time I look at you? Is my hand the only one you like to hold? Oh, tell me, darling, genuine? Are your words sincere? Does your heart speak when you say sweet things? Or do you read a tailored script? Tell me things I long to hear. Your letters tell me that you want to be mine. So hold me close. Tell me that you're genuine. Are you genuine? Your letters tell me that you want to be mine. So hold me close. Tell me that you're genuine. Please hold me close. Tell me that you're genuine.
All right.
Two good ones. Yeah.
Yay. Thanks, Irene. That's great. Did you say you're based out in California on the West Coast?
Yes, Oakland, California.
Okay. Where are you next playing out there?
I'm going to be going up to Portland, Oregon tomorrow for the Portland Folk Festival. I'm just doing one song for their one of my that song, Genuine, was runner-up for their song contest. I don't usually join contests, but it's for a good cause. All the money goes towards a Sunstone Way, which is a nonprofit that helps the unhoused find their way
that's
towards
great.
housing again. Yeah, so it was a good cause. And I've got dear friends up there, so it's I'm happy to go back. I haven't been there in a while, so.
That's great. I've got some friends there too, and I can understand why that makes it worth the trip to play one song. So
Yes,
that's great. I hope it
absolutely.
goes well. Wish you safe travels.
Thank you so much. Great to be here with you
You
all.
bet. How are we? Are we ready to go with Nick, Annie, or do you need to take a minute to sound check since we have it? Or okay, I can't hear you, but I can see you. You're telling me we're good. Okay. So I will go ahead then, and I will launch in, and I will introduce Nick.
He needs to start his video. Are you there, Nick? Yes, you are.
Awesome. There we go.
Yay.
Now I can see him. Perfect.
Now
Hi,
you
Nick.
can.
Hey guys.
Hi.
All right. So Nick Wilkinson is a Chicago-based singer-songwriter via Ohio. For 20 years, he's written love songs for anxious people, capturing moments of spiral and following them down to their unnatural outcome. His latest single, Coming Home to You, is out now. Take it away, Nick.
Thanks guys. Thank you so much for having me. This is my first farm event. I just joined the Folk Alliance, so thank you so much for having me on here. I'm writing an album right now, so I'm going to play a couple songs off of that. But, all right. On a discarded trampoline in your parents' yard, we suspended our disbelief, staring up without seeing a star. They built that freeway too close, 'cause the light that softly glows blocks out the night skies. Music softly hums from a radio my father built when I was young. A song we barely knew, 'cause who's turned on a radio in the last decade or two? Well, they built that freeway too close, 'cause the signal comes and goes, blocked out by night skies. Told me of all your dreams where you're being called away, like sirens to ancient sailors of the seas, leading them astray. Well, I know they built that freeway too close, 'cause it's so easy for you to go and leave me behind. When your mind's made up and you start to stray, I'll be there and I will wait. Like the trampoline you disowned, I'll be right where you left me when you come home. In a ticker tape parade through the unkempt alleys and these cityscapes, I will listen for your return on this homemade transistor radio. On this homemade transistor radio. On this homemade transistor radio. Guys, we are drinking water with a harmonica holder on. That's a song called Transistor Radio. In my hometown, we used to have, it felt like on every street there was a house that had a trampoline that was like rusted out, and like the trampoline part had like torn through and just skeletons on the side of the road. And yeah, that's what that song's about. The next song I'm gonna play is a weird love song. Hope everybody's staying warm out there and doing good out there. It's a weird world right now, but I'm really happy that this is going on and we're all here doing this. So thank you again so much for having me. Yeah. I wanna be your loneliness, hidden right behind your eyes. I want to be your loneliness, that shadow you try to hide. And at the end of the day, you just may remember that I am still here. I wanna be your loneliness, that comforting fear. I want to be your vast and endless void, insatiable without demand. I want to be your vast and endless void, like they call the palm of God's hand. You step to my edges, you could scream all your pledges, your regrets, and even your dreams. 'Cause I want to be your vast and endless void, la hell du Destin. I wanna be your last regret at the back of your mind. I want to be your last regret, a piece you never find. And when death comes a greeting, time does seem fleeting, well, I'll be there right by your side. I wanna be your last regret, a wish left denied. I wanna be your parasite, attached at the gills. I wanna be your parasite, well, always getting my fill. And one day you might find me, and you would not mind me. We'd both live in sweet harmony. I wanna be your parasite, codependently. I wanna be your parasite, codependently. Thank you so much, guys.
That's great. Thanks, Nick. Any idea when the album you're working on is going to be out?
I'm really hoping it'll be out in June. Yeah, there's a lot of it done, but a lot of work still to do. So we're moving.
And it probably takes more than you think it will once you kind of get going and all of that. But
very much so, yeah.
I love that you at least can see some light at the end of the tunnel, and we'll all look forward to hearing more when that happens.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Who's your buddy in the background?
Oh, what? Oh, that's sorry. This is my dog, Bowie.
Aww.
He is his favorite thing to do is just sleep while I play guitar. So
I can dig that. I wouldn't mind at all having a guitar serenade while I was taking my nap. That's brilliant.
Yeah. He's a sweetie boy.
That looks so comfy.
It does. I'm totally jealous. I want to do some of that myself. Get some good sleep. All right. Thanks so much, Nick. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. I'll keep us moving right along here. Next up, we have Bunny Barnes. Bunny's first album won Recording of the Year from the National Pickers Hall of Fame. She performed at Sellersville Theater, Philadelphia Folk Fest, and is signed to play the Woodstock Fingerstyle Guitar Festival this year. And I think you're Pennsylvania-based, Bunny, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
welcome
Sellersville.
And take it away.
Thank you. Yes, Sellersville, Pennsylvania, right close to the great theater of Sellersville. Yeah. So thank you so much. What an honor to be here with such a fabulous group of musicians tonight. It's always such top notch. I'd like to start with a tune that I wrote for my husband. In July of 24, he was on hospice, and I started writing this tune for him. He had a phrase that he would say, "Wings of angels, Bunny," when I was flying off to some camp so that I got there safely. He'd say, "Wings of angels, get there safely." And so I started writing this. He got to hear the first part of it, and then he passed, and then around the funeral time, I wrote the second part, and then I went off to Tommy Emmanuel's guitar camp. And I was in a room with a friend of mine, and she said, "It's beautiful." I said, "Well, it's not quite finished yet. I think there's a third part." So I went back to my room and I wrote a third part. And the next day I wrangled up Tommy and I said, "Hey, I wrote a new song." He said, "Well, let's hear it." And so I played this for him, and he said, "Wow, that doesn't sound like anything you've written before." I said, I know. I don't think I wrote it. I think Stephen wrote it and sent it to me. So here's Wings of Angels. Wings of Angels.
Yeah.
Bring it up a little bit now. I always wanted to write a rag. And oh, by the way, my first CD that Kristen mentioned won National Thumbpickers Hall of Fame Album of the Year. It was very expensive to make because it was all covers. And I realized that I was paying all these licensing fees, and that makes it a lot more expensive. So I decided my next CD, which is in the works now, will be all originals. So I have a couple tracks down already and a few to go. So this one, I always wanted to write a rag, and I wrote this one, and then I went off to see Tommy Emmanuel perform at the Majestic Theater in Gettysburg, and played it for him at the meet and greet. And he said, "Wow, Bunny, that's really good. Would you like to play it tonight on stage?" And I said, "Sure." Petrified. And thank goodness the lights were so bright I could only see the first 2 rows because it was terrifying. So here's BB's Rag. drag.
Always great.
So,
Wow, I'm sorry, I've got sidetracked.
Wonderful.
Here's Kristen.
There I am.
It
That's
was-
fantastic, Bunny. I think that's the first time I've actually heard you play guitar live, even though I've heard you sing several times. That was
Wow.
fantastic.
Wow,
When is
thank
the Woodstock Fingerstyle Guitar Festival that you're going to be
It's
in?
the last weekend of August.
Of August. Okay. Do you have gigs before then?
I do. I'm playing at the, it's local, at the Percy Patchwork Coffee House. I just did a gig at Sellersville Theater. And then I have some restaurants coming in between. I'll be playing at the Chet Atkins Convention in July,
Sounds great.
which will be great. And it's so much fun. I have to tell you how much fun it is to watch you guys. I put it on gallery so I can see you. And it's so much fun to watch you guys.
All of us chair dancing. Yeah.
It means
I
I'm
love
doing
that
my
too.
job.
Thank
No,
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
it. Thank you. I so appreciate it.
Okay, next up is Dan and Faith. Dan and Faith are an award-winning, touring New Hampshire-based singer-songwriter duo who perform what they call dream-inspired folk. I think that's very apt, having heard many of their songs. Happy to welcome you guys here. Take it away.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Kristen. Good to see you. And for those who are wondering about our background, we're in our camper van in a campground in Mississippi. So
Slowly working our way home from Folk Alliance, but taking a little bit of R&R on the way to recoup from the lack of sleep.
yeah. So this song was actually born at the Folk Alliance conference in Montreal last year, and we've been playing it out a bunch. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. When the world around us is crazy and it seems like it's falling apart, I welcome your calm sense of purpose, your stillness and open heart. Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that you're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? As we march into times of trouble and tempers flare left and right, I swallow my fear when you're with me and follow you into the light. Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that you're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? How do we keep from hating? How do we hold on to love when forces of anger pull us down? How can we rise above? I welcome your steady guidance on how to cope and stand tall. I pray with your good example we can hold on to hope through it all. Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that you're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that we're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? As bright as the sun in the sky. Shining.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now for the fun part, switching instruments in a camper van.
She'll be right back. So this next piece, So Shining will be on the next album. We have a recording in progress on that. This next one is called Footsteps, and this is on our 2020 album that actually made it to number 7 on the folk charts in January of 2020. So you can imagine what happened to the tour that followed that album. But this one I wrote right after the Parkland massacre, and it feels like it needs to be sung now. And even though it's for perhaps a slightly different purpose, but...
And apologies for the camera doing funky things that we have no control over that, but we needed it on this setting.
So,
all right.
This is called Footsteps. Ready?
Yes.
50 years ago, there were marchers in the streets on that fateful night. A journey incomplete, left behind a legacy, stand up for what's right. Well, just I'm sorry, I'm going to bring the sheet up. I will do that again.
Yeah.
I meant to bring that up.
I think we
have not played this in quite a while, and just trying to get it under my fingers again. 50 years ago, there were marchers in the streets on that Memphis night. A journey incomplete, left behind a legacy, stand up for what's right. Challenged us to carry on, marching to the right. They tried to kill the dream. Dreams live forever, reborn into children with nothing left to fear. Passed on as spirit that can never die. History chooses you. This is your time in the footsteps of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. In the darkest hours, the chimes of freedom ring, speaking truth to power, showing us the way. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. Lean on one another when your strength wears thin. It's not a fight you asked for, it's one we must win. It falls on you to speak for your absent friends. Long past time we declared, never again. In the footsteps of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. In the darkest hours, the chimes of freedom ring, speaking truth to power, showing us the way. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. Nothing in your life will ever ease the pain, turn sadness into strength, and rise again. Reach out with hope to any who will hear. Love is the power that will conquer fear. In the footsteps of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. In the darkest hours, the chimes of freedom ring, speaking truth to power, showing us the way. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. Speaking truth to power, never turning away. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. Speaking truth to power, never turning away. This is the start of a bright new day. Cool. Thank you. For Parkland and for Minneapolis.
Moving on. All the other folks who are dealing with what's going on in the country today.
Thank you both so much. Are you playing any gigs between where you are in Mississippi and home?
Not on the way home, but we are doing some online stuff when we get home. We have a farmer's market on February 28th, I think.
18th.
18th?
February 18th
Okay.
in Brattleboro.
No, that one's in Peterborough,
Peterborough, Massachusetts.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
We have a house concert coming up in March, I think.
Yeah.
And then we have some shows out in the Midwest in April and May. We're going to be in Bloomington, Indiana on the 28th of April.
Ooh.
And at Wild Hog in the Woods in Madison on May 8th. And we're trying to fill a few more things in between.
Very nice. I'll keep my eyes out to see how close you get.
Cool.
That'd be awesome.
Thanks.
Travel safely. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
All right. We will go ahead and launch into Peter. And just like before, Peter, I'm going to have you say your last name so I don't kill it.
It's Lehndorff.
Okay. It is as simple as it looks. Very good. I just didn't want to be the one to mess it up because, like I said, some people remember what they hear, and I want them to hear it right. So.
Yeah. Well, some people pronounce it Lehndorff, so, and that's right too. So.
Fair. Okay. Okay, well, thank you, Peter. Peter was previously based in Massachusetts, now based in Connecticut, and his songs are about everyday life. Take it away, Peter.
Okay, thanks. So this first song actually was written as a prompt. I was in a showcase with Dan and Faith. They were doing some online things for the Rhode Island Songwriters Association. And I believe the prompt was truth or facts, or it was something like that. Anyway, so this is where it's kind of based on, it's a waltz, and it's called Dancing with the Truth. And it's kind of about a neighbor of mine when I lived up in Massachusetts. When I go around my little town, my neighbor just drives right by me. He used to smile and he'd nod at me and my dog walking down Main Street. He was there for me years ago when things were kind of bad. I thought we got along. He used to listen to my songs. Now he just waves his big blue flag. Somebody somewhere said something. Now there's rumors and alternative facts. There's internet theories of half-baked conspiracies, anti-vaxxers in tinfoil hats. If the truth were elastic, that would sure be fantastic. We could bend it and mold it and stretch it all day. I would never fess up to just making stuff up. I'd be king for a day. They say we're entitled to our own opinion, but not to our own facts. I don't know everything, that's for sure, but I sure don't believe in that. My neighbor says that he talks every day to Jesus. I guess he's on speed dial. But I never let the truth wreck a good story, so I just try to listen and smile. If I agreed with what he believed, then both of us would be wrong. His God is one of many, but he doesn't necessarily really care where I pray or where I was born. They say we're entitled to our own opinion, but not to our own facts. I don't know everything, that's for sure, but I sure don't believe in that. No, I sure don't believe in that. Thanks. I'm just switching instruments here. Oops, sorry. So this is, I don't write very many really topical songs, but these are the two that I have. So I want to thank everybody for playing. It was a great night of music. I want to thank Annie and Kristen and everybody for keeping this thing right on the button, which is good. Kind of amazing. Well, Jesus was a good man when he walked upon the earth. He fed the hungry and then he quenched our thirst. Jesus fought injustice, then he went up to the clouds. Now Jesus is running with the wrong crowd. His friends block the clinics. They say Jesus wants a fight. They burn the churches. They think Jesus was a white. They join militias. He helps them throw the bombs. Oh, Jesus, what happened? Where did you go wrong? Oh, Jesus has been out of town, but they say he's coming back. Used to ride a donkey, and now he drives a Cadillac. Used to be real skinny, but they say he's getting fat. Oh, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Well, the fat man with the orange hair, he shakes his tiny fist. Jesus, he's saying, is getting really pissed. Let's block up the border. Let's throw out all the poor. Let's teach pregnant children what families are for. And Jesus, he never went on a date, but he'll save the crooked just as long as they're straight. And Jesus has a website with links to the alt-right. His friends are close-minded and a few are too bright. Oh, Jesus has been out of town, but they say he's coming back. Used to ride a donkey, now he drives a Cadillac. Used to be real skinny, but they say he's getting fat. Oh, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Oh, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the track. They built him a theme park down in the south. The roller coaster comes out of his mouth. They're selling Jesus t-shirts, they're selling Jesus hats. They've silk screened his picture on vinyl placemats. Now I know there's still a Jesus, but it's not the same as yours. He still builds bridges, he still opens up the doors. Jesus likes the Methodists, the Muslims, and the Jews. And he's got a sense of humor, so he'll probably like you. Oh, Jesus has been out of town, but they say he's going back. Used to ride a donkey, now he drives a Cadillac. Used to be real skinny, but they say he's getting fat. Oh, Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Jesus has been living on the wrong side of the tracks. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yay, thanks, Peter, so much.
Outstanding finish.
Yes, thank you, everyone, for your songs, your stories, your ears, and most of all for your community. I think we're all eminently grateful for that right now, and I appreciate you all so much. Anything you need to add, Annie, before you turn it off?
Well, I was just thinking that we should put all, I don't know, I've never done this before, so let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. I think we should put all 12 of our performers on the spotlight. If you're still here, hopefully. Nick, turn your camera on for me. There you are. And we'll have a little farewell to the live stream while we do this. Thank you all for, let's see, who am I missing? Nick, I got you. The High Crest, where are you?
Dan and Faith, when you get find us. Oh.
Dan and Faith are there. Irene, do I have you? Nope, you're spotlighted. Wait, how come? Who am I missing?
Is Chris still here? Spotlight
Hi,
Chris.
There you guys are. Add spotlight. Chris, where are you?
Here.
There you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're already. Wait, it says you're already spotlighted.
Don't see him.
Don't see him.
That's so weird. It's telling me to.
Lucky
Oh, I
limit.
bet you I can only do this many at a time. Kristen, I love you, but you're
Yeah.
wondering if I know. So.
You can take me out.
I don't know. This could be one of those things that is just not, you know. Claudia's up there, and that means I can't add Claudia. Doggone it. Well, Eric's not in his window, so I'm making him go away. Claudia's coming back. All right, everybody. All right, y'all in the audience, just go ahead and unmute and give these folks a great round of applause. I'm sorry whoever is not fitting on the screen right now, but
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Doing this. This is Kristen's job. Kristen Lee, you did an amazing job. Thank you for filling in as host.
Yeah.
All right, everybody say goodbye. I'm going to stop the live stream.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Annie. And
Hey, thanks, Annie.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
letting me